looks like here now, man. No joke. You can't fucking see a thing. There's propane tanks blowing up and everything. To go because everybody was trying to obey traffic laws and they're clogging the roads up doing it when they should be using it all to get down the hill and giving anyone a chance to come up. But my mom went Skyway and she called me crying, screaming. She goes, "Why did we go this way?" And I said, "What are you talking about? Aren't you behind me?" And she goes, "No, I went down Skyway." And I go, "Well, what's wrong?" She goes, "There's fire everywhere. There's cars on fire. There's people on fire. They're running out in the street. They're running everywhere." I said, "Well, punch it." So she goes, "I'll hit somebody." I go, "Well, if you hit somebody, you hit somebody. You're going to survive it. If you let your car slow down, you're going to catch on fire, or the smoke's going to clog it out because these vehicles aren't meant to run in that stuff." And she made it, though. But Skyway, I guess, was the better way because you were out of the black quicker. I went down the other way. I was in the black longer. I went down through the dumps where it actually burned through and everything and went over to Durham. So I was in a fire situation longer. The only thing I was worried about was my truck dying because it kept clogging. I had a lot of ammo back here. But the fire was only on the right side at that time. You could just see all the house on fire. I saw our aunt's house on fire before I took that left, the tree in front of it too. And I called them and I asked them what they wanted from their room, and they're both asking for their money from their wallets. And I took that, my son's wrestling, tons of wrestling medals and Bradley's baseball stuff, put it all in a basket because I was waiting for her to come because she was going to help me evacuate, and she couldn't get to me because they cut her off in her old Magalia, and she almost got burned up in the BMW. She called me crying and said, "Get out now." They're saying, "Fucking get out now." And I did. I didn't even wait. Original Candlestick Park sign from I-80. The only one left in the world. I had people come and offer me money all left and right from it. I was keeping it for their college. But that's what I feel bad about. Riley keeps mentioning, "I got 4 Jordans," and I'm like, "No, you don't." Like, yeah, and I know you weren't around for it, but you don't have 4 Jordans no more, dude. And I'm so sorry. I don't know how to explain that to you. If they were home, they would have been in school, and that's what screwed a lot of people, was trying to get over to the school to get their kids to go home to evacuate. And most of the people just got to the school to get their kids to get out.
It definitely
you know
all
what I mean?
worked out.
It worked out. Yeah, and there was in a crappy situation, there's a little bit of blessings in there. Because even I was able, because I wouldn't have been able to turn around. It would have made it work, but it would have been hard. But I was able to save my buddy's parents. If I would have had my kids, all my kids, it would have been an even harder situation to try them because they were not normal parents. They were mentally disabled. So that was a headache in its own, going down the hill, and they wear diapers. So you know what I mean? It was
How
different.
did you end up in the position to be able to get them out?
He just called me at the right time. He knew I was fleeing because he kept bugging me, and he goes, "Where are you now?" I said, I'm driving in the wrong lane down Sawmill because I don't care, dude. And I'm going, he goes, "Well, do me a favor. Can you go over by the fire department, the police department? You know where that's at?" I go, "Yeah, it's coming up. It's going to be in front of me, but I'm going to have to get off the road to go do it." He goes, "Dude, if you don't go save my wife's parents, they're going to die." And I was like, "All right, dude, you owe me." So I went over there, and yeah, they walked out with a cat, and I hate cats. So I said, "I don't do cats, so you're going to have to put it in a box or a cage to go in the back of the truck." So I boxed their cat, and I shoved it in the corner right here and put blankets over it so it didn't fucking have to deal with what was going on around it. And got them in my head, yelled at them a lot because they weren't understanding what was going on, and there's literally a fire coming up, and I was getting pissed.